Hey, none of y'all ever had red wine poured over your head while you had a white shirt on by Jeremy Turner at Kangaroo Corp, so I don't want to hear it. It's a cheap shirt.
All right, Grant, we are going live. All right, Grant, you are live. All right, Grant, you are live.
This is Grant Cole with the Gift Time Rugby Network on the Texas Rugby Union YouTube channel, coming to you live from Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we've had two matches already today. The men's D3 championship won by the San Marcos Grays over Shreveport by a hefty margin. And just now, Little Rock put in the numbers to Tulsa, their rival, 47-18 to win the men's D2 championship. And now we have the women's D1 championship between perennial rivals, the HARC Sharks and the Austin Valkyries. Up here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for your Valkyries, you have Alex Free at loose head prop, Ashley Befford at hooker, the captain, Ava Warmer at tight head prop. In the engine room, Danielle Ring and Francine Bray. At flanker, Casey Reynolds-Keyes and Kirby Delgado. Jacqueline Acosta at 8. Carla Navarrete at scrum half. Jordan Ninostrosa at fly half. Claire Tilton and Vivian Gracer in the midfield. Casey Irwin and Sierra Jenkins at the wing. And Lucy Tulega, better known as Fiji, at fullback. In the reserves, Elisa Fischweicher, Lois Collenbach, Alexis White, Laura Sow, Allison Abshire, Geneva Smith, and Kalista Moses. For the HARC Sharks, at loose head prop, Chelsea Pepper. Hooker, Sally Buckner, the vice president. Captain, Nicole James. At tight head prop, Tasha Mitchell and Meredith Frazier. In the engine room, at flanker, Elizabeth Brock and Megan Griffin. And at number 8, Ashley Dixon. Barbara Blair and Princess Bednarski make up the hinge. Morgan Shin and Leslie Schroeder are in the midfield. Brenda Abenser and Delia Nava at wing. Patricia Stratton at fullback. Catherine Harper, Elizabeth Pratt, Kara Schockler, and Corrine Golden make up the reserves. Donnie Hinnup's got the whistle at midfield with his ARs. Mark Hugan and the lovely Doug Corrigan at AR with the flags for him. Hinnup's got his count. And James with the kickoff. Comes deep. Gets right into Casey Reynolds' hands. Reynolds crease with the pickup and the drive forward. It's a ball. She's trying to go to deck to release it. Now Ava Warmer. Ava Warmer knows only one direction, that's forward. She's brought down by Brock. Nick James with the take for Houston. Now Tasha Mitchell in the red scrum cap with the drive out and then back into the scrum. Now Buckner. Bugner's brought down. James trying to secure that ball. Barbara Blair with it out. Bednarski. Now to Schroeder. Schroeder with crash ball. She's trying to stay on her feet. She's wrapped up by Wormer. Wormer's not going to let go, so HARC needs to drive. It's down, and HARC's driving over. Blair out to James. Oh, James powering forward. Francine Bray taking her down, though. Now Shin. Excuse me, that's Egg Griffin. Houston setting their defense. Navarrete. Out to Free. Free into Pepper. Excuse me, that's James. Stroza puts a toe to it. Sarah Jenkins puts a speed on. Oh, Jenkins down on top. She's got Patricia Stratton on the deck. Stratton trying to maintain possession without breaking. But coming up sideways with the laws. Jenkins back inside. And it's penalty time. On HARC. Try time. For the Valkyries. Can't see exactly who that was. Looks like it was Danielle Ring that scored that. Stroza for the kicker today. That was Danielle Ring with the try. The lock coming up in good support. Great stuff for the Valkyries starting out. Stroza with the kick. It's through. It's no good. It's gone too far to the left. Houston coming back to the line. Stratton retrieving the ball for her captain, Nick James. James, the tight head prop, who's been to the National All-Stars camps a couple of years in a row. He's got to have our charges on point today. Costa can't get a hold on it. It goes to touch for Austin line out. Now Ashley Mefford with the throw-in. Mefford on point yesterday with her throw-ins. Looking today to have more darts. Oh, Meg. Meredith Frazier with the knockdown. Ava Warmer, though, picks it up. She presents ball in the ruck. Navarrette's out to Free. Alexis Free with the big handle. She's brought down by Elizabeth Brock. Stroza looking again for Jenkins. Oh, that was good the first time around. Can we do it again? It's a bounce back. It gets a Houston bounce. Jenkins steps around. Oh, Jenkins looking for help out there. And Houston tackles up. And now Reynolds Chris gets meters. Navarrete looking for Acosta. Oh, she runs into an opposite number, Dixon. And Estrella out to Gracer. Gracer looking for Fiji. Fiji's outside. Oh, she can't get outside of Golden. Golden playing some solid defense, making Fiji create a distraction. And Houston's got a penalty kick. Nick James lines up the kick. She's looking right at me, aiming right for me. Oh, it's not going to go to touch, though. Casey Irwin picks it up. Oh, she's through. Oh, just wrapped up by Ashley Dixon. Dixon doing well to get the tackle in. Inostroza now not going to look for the kick. Looks for Claire Tilton to take it forward, and she's knocked it on in contact. We're going to see the first scrum of the day between these two teams. Such powerhouse forwards at the front row. Wormer and Free, Pepper and James. This could be a real battle, folks. Barbie Blair with the put in. Yep, looking for squared shoulders. Getting it. Calling to put in. Houston. Solid keep. Blair out. Bednarski. Bednarski with the cutout pass. Looking for Stratton. Stratton back inside. Stratton finds Griffin. Griffin back to the inside. She's tackled up. Ball out to Buckner now. Buckner to James. James driving. It takes Alexis Freed and Sierra Jenkins to take James down. Now Leslie Schroeder. Ball's out on Austin's side. Houston comes around to get it. Now they've gotten it. Blair to Dixon. Dixon with a few meters. She's still on her feet. Ball's been stolen from her, though. And it's Valkyrie's ball. Out to Acosta now. Acosta to Delgado. Delgado goes through. Has to be taken down by Bednarski. Navarrete out. Inostroza. Tilton. Tilton leaves it for no one. Houston with possession now. James at the back. Buckner now. Into Acosta. It's not pretty, but Bednarski puts a toe to it. It's charged down. Blair now. Looking for some room, finding none. She's taken down by Navarrete. Kicked ahead by Houston into Fiji's hands. Fiji looking for space. She and Greiser out to the outside. Fiji around the corner. She's got Golden. Oh, that's a beautiful tackle. Fiji trying to maintain possession. Oh, great tackle by Stratton, fullback, coming in on the cover. Got Reynolds creased down for a minute. James has a shoot a tie. Buckner ready to throw in. Frazier's up. Unclean ball. Blair cleans it up. Bednarski puts a toe to it. Kicks it out to the danger. Casey Irwin. Irwin finds Greaser. Greaser back inside to Free. Great stuff from the Valkyries now. Navarrete gets the ball to Reynolds. Looking for crash ball now. Inostroza. Gracer to Irwin. Irwin, she's got room. She's got pace. She's got try time. Just what they wanted there. Navarrete with slow ruck ball, cleaned it up, waits for Inostroza to call for it. Inostroza calls for it. Cut out pass to her outside center. Winger coming on at pace. Just heads for the corner for the 5. That's what the Valkyries needed to bring it to 10-0. Inostroza's kick is good. She's got the flags up for the 2. It's now 12-0 in favor of the Valkyries. Weather's great out here. James with the kickoff goes to free. Free. Room to move. She gets 10, 12 meters, 15. She's to the 40. Buckner takes her down. Acosta now to Wormer. Wormer. Oh, the leg drive on that woman. She's past the midfield. Great stuff from Ava Wormer. Navarrete out to Inostroza. Inostroza looking for the boot again. Calling for Sierra Jenkins, but Delia Nava is right under it. She's touched it, though. She's trying to keep it from going touch and go. It's knocked on, touch and go. Patricia Stratton kicks it out. Casa now. Valkyries with possession. Giving room to do something with it. Danielle Ring. Driving forward. Now Costa. Costa. Eyes on the goal line. She knows where the prize is. Navarrete. Out to Inostroza. To Tilton. Tilton. Out to Jenkins. Jenkins has room. Turns back to inside. Dots down for another try time for the Valkyries. Houston would love to keep this one in the forwards. Valkyries would love to keep this one in the backs. They've obviously got the speed to the outside. They want to use it to run that score up. Inostroza lines up her kick. She looks like she's got an easy one on this one. Oh, she's got the flags up. Just brings it inside for another 2 points. And she makes it 19-0 in favor of the Valkyries. James coming back to the line now. Her team ready. James kick right to Acosta. Acosta on the run. Runs into Pepper. Pepper wraps her up, stays with her for a meter. Navarrete out to Mefford. Mefford with a good meter. She's brought down by Pepper, though, and James. Inostroza kicking ahead again. She's got Tilton at the chase. Oh, Tilton almost cleaned it up. Jenkins now. But Tilton had the knock on, and Hennep was there to call it. Scrum to the Sharks here. Put in by Blair. It's back to the two channel. Blair out to Bednarski. Bednarski off shin. Ball is tipped by the Valkyries and falls into Schrader's hands. Oh, Corey Golden comes off her hands, comes off of Valkyrie's hands. Another scrum, this time to the Valkyries. First scrum there. Acosta with the ball at her feet. She's been given a chance to take. She feeds out to Navarrete. Navarrete bobbles it, and it goes to touch. It's going to be a Shark put in, throw in. As a knock on, Hennep says it's going to be a Shark put in at a scrum. Blair with the put in. Clean take by Buckner. Out to Bednarski. And Bednarski looking for touch. Oh, Irwin just with a foot in. Oh, it's a battle there. Ring has it. Frazier wanted it. Frazier did not get it. Enostroza finds Tilton. Tilton back to the inside. She's got a hole. Steps out. Out to Gresser. Gresser to Jenkins. Jenkins feeds out the Fiji for the try time for the Valkyries. It's been all Valkyries backline all day here. Only Danielle Ring has been afforded to get a try. And then just because she was in support of the backline, great stuff from the Valkyries so far. It's been all Valkyries here in the first half. 4 tries already, 2 conversions, making it 24-0. James with the restart, kicks it up the middle, gets it to Free, pops it back. Curry Delgado. Oh, Delgado with room to run. Delgado back to the inside. Oh, she's finally brought down at the 22. Valkyries with momentum, though. Barbara Blair making the tackle. She's been done hard by. Valkyries did not release the ball in the tackle. It's going to be a penalty kick to the Sharks. James's kick finds touch, but not where she wanted it. It went backwards a little bit there, but it's still a Houston lineout. Wind's picked up here. It's feeling a little bit better. About a 10 to 12 mile an hour breeze kicking. Bednarski with the ball kicked up. Jenkins carries. Tilton picks up. Tilton to Greiser. Greiser to Irwin. Irwin has Stratton to beat. Steps to the outside of Stratton. And Irwin in for her brace. After a little bobble ball there from Jenkins, Tilton cleans it up. And then it's just a simple feed out at pace to Irwin. Irwin making sure Stratton steps and stops one time before she heads to the corner. Great stuff from the Valkyries. 5th try of the game. Here's Rosie for the kick. It's wide to the right. Bringing it 29-0 for the Valkyries. Restarts on. Back to Acosta. Acosta, solid run last time. Oh, she gives to Wormer. Wormer to the 40. Navarrete has it out to Bray. Bray. Ball is creating an obstruction. Accidentally. And it's going to be a scrum to the Valks. Navarrete, clean in. Out to Inostrosa. Inostrosa steps around. Barbie Blair kicks it ahead. Golden gets to it. Oh, she steps into touch and is tackled into touch by Irwin. Bedford with the throw in. Casey up for it. Throws off. Fire. Nick James driving through. Low head down drive. Now Buckner. Buckner back to Dixon, but Dixon knocks on. Knock on advantage home for the Valkyries. Free now, looking for space. She drags the Shark along. Navarrete picks it up. Inostrosa. Tilton to Greiser. Greiser's knocked on and thrown forward. Comes back for a Shark scrum. Bednarski kicking ahead, kicking a touch. Making another line out time for the Valkyries. Kirby's up. Kirby Delgado with a clean take. Valkyries drive them all forward a little bit. Looks like Ring has the ball. Ring has the ball still. And then Navarrete has it out in Nostrosa. Schroeder with it now. Morgan Shin driving forward. Harks have the ball. End up telling him, do something with it. Use it. Nothing doing. Hark took it in. Should be Valkyrie scrum. Costa with the take. Navarrete out to Tilton. Tilton steps back inside. Falls in for try time. Inostroza lines it up. Easy shot for her, and it's through with the conversion. Making it 36-0 for the Valkyries. (36-0) to the Valkyries to score. As Houston comes back to the line for the restart. With just a few minutes left in the first half. Deep to Alexis Free. She knocks it on at the 22. So unlike her, usually steady hands is the name of the game there. HARC with an opportunity here. Need to have some meaningful possession. Blair, Bednarski, Shin stepping back to the inside. Brought down by Neverett. Not held though. Shin going forward still. Now James. James with Frazier. Easton securing possession. Now Griffin and Buckner. Oh. Goes into Tasha Mitchell's hands. She makes the save. But Francine Bray comes up with it. And now Tilton stepping. Brought down by Bednarski. Hennep says that Harks have lost their feet. Penalty to the Valkyries. Long kick by Inestrosa. Gets a Valkyrie line out deep into HARC territory. Got about 10 minutes left in this first half. Tasha Mitchell being looked at. Looks like she's okay. Coming back to the line out. Mefford making the call. With the throw in to Delgado. Delgado reaching in, make a clean take. Navarrete to Inestrosa. Now Tilton. Now Jenkins. Oh, Jenkins met with Shin and Schroeder. Navarrete to Delgado. Delgado trying to get through, but Brock won't let her. Finally, Delgado goes to ground. Navarrete has to dig it out. Inestrosa now. Tilton. So often we've seen this. Grosser. Fiji. But Doug Corrigan says there was a forward pass. Mr. Hennep and calls it back. Blair got it out to Bednarski. Bednarski with the kick. Charge down. Bray comes up with it. Bray charging. Bray looking for the line. Navarrete now to Acosta. Acosta to Free. Free out. Oh, it's numbers out there. And it was knocked forward by Inestrosa. Just got a little anxious on that one. She saw ahead. It was a 5-on-0 overload. Blair with it back. Bednarski kicking ahead. No real chasers. Gracers picked it up. She's taken down by Schroeder. Navarrete finds Ring. Danielle Ring charging forward. She's brought down finally. Alexis Free looking for a seam. Cuts inside a shin. Feeds outside. Now Eva Warmer. Oh, bulldogging her way up. Navarrete. Inostrosa with numbers. Delia Nava. And that's Claire Tilton trying to step in. Not finding it. Navarrete now. Jenkins. Nope, that's Fiji. Fiji dots it down emphatically for try-time Valkyries. Referee's time is on as a Valkyrie is down. Looks like they're going to sub out Danielle Ring or Kirby Delgado. Delgado's been so instrumental this weekend for the Valkyries. She definitely deserves a rest. Inostrosa now lining that kick up. Putting a long toe to it. She's got the height, distance, accuracy, and conversion is made. Making it 45. James with the restart. Right to Acosta. Acosta into Brock with Golden. Takes Acosta down. Navarrete to Wormer. Wormer. Oh, she's making a gain line. And just Navarrete finds Inostrosa. Inostrosa boots ahead. Got Tilton. Bednarski picks it up, though. HARC finally getting some possession. Driving forward. And Kara Schockler. She couldn't get out of there. The Valkyries did try to put a hand in, and it's going to be a penalty to the Sharks. And they're going to run a penalty play. Bednarski now. Shin, Schroeder. Schroeder stepping through, brought down by Inostrosa. And Acosta trying to take. But there's been a hand in by the Sharks. And penalty to Valkyries. They kicked the touch. Ball's away. Mefford's waiting for it. Ava Warmer cleans up the bobble ball from the line out. Navarrete to free to Acosta. Acosta finds Ring stepping inside to be brought down by Shin. Inostrosa out to Fiji to Tilton. Oh, Fiji's thrown it forward though. Scrum to HARC. Blair now. Bednarski kicks ahead. It's a little soft. Acosta to Jenkins. Jenkins breaking tackles. And she scored a try time. Sarah Jenkins has. Brought the Valkyries to the century mark. And that's Jenkins' second try of the day. The half-century mark, excuse me. Valkyries just moving that ball out too fast, not getting any real pressure from the HARC defense. And it is causing real problems for the HARC Sharks. Nostroza, long kick, it's to the right, and that's halftime. Score is 50-0 in favor of the Austin Valkyries over the HARC Sharks at the D1 Women's Red River Rugby Conference Championship Final. My name is Grant Cole. This is Gift Time Rugby Network on the Texas Rugby Union YouTube channel. Stay right where you are. Second half is next.
144 meters by 70 meters. 15 or 7 aside. Run or kick forward. Pass backwards. Tackle low and proper. Rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. Men and women of all ages are picking up the ball. We're entering a new era of rugby. And Gift Time Rugby Network is here for you. We want to inform you. We want to entertain you. And we want to provide the best live coverage of rugby events that you can access. National, club, college, and under 19. Gift Time Rugby Network is here to translate rugby for you. Check us out online and don't forget to subscribe.
And if there's one thing that people would take away after watching the film, what would it be?
Truthfully, I think that we need to have, for veterans, we need to have more support. A lot of guys get out. They don't have the support they need to help them get through life. A lot of guys commit suicide. A lot of guys just drink. It's a lot of problems we have as veterans, and I don't think people understand that. So I want people to understand what it means to have this brotherhood to bring them back, and have somewhere for them to go. So.
No, right now in the room I have more old breed members than I have active duty. And when I say old breed, there's a group of ruggers that have come together that are playing for those who are no longer with us.
We have two initiatives that we started, and that is the Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Shea Scholarship Fund, which is a way that we can give back, those families, their service members, they go sacrifice. And with that, we have an association with the TAPS program, which is assistance for veteran suicide.
Well, I'm actually Chief External Relations Officer for Suicide Pre- and Postvention for a nonprofit called TAPS, which stands for Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. And it's an organization that does comprehensive peer-based support for all those who are kind of grieving a death in the military. And my specialty is suicide loss. We have about 7,000 suicide survivors now that have come to me for care. And out of that has come a real lot of information about why people die by suicide that we've been able to use for prevention purposes.
I've heard so many stories of rugby actually saving a guy or girl's life. They come back from combat, they get out, and all of a sudden all that structure and camaraderie they had is gone.
For me, when I go out in the field, it just reminds me of being back in the military. I got my brothers with me, and we're out here to support each other on the field. Well, after I got out, I had a hard time adjusting, and I was looking for something, because once you go into the military, you don't come out the same, and so I came out, and I wasn't used to being in the regular civilian life, and so we got all these guys that are out here that have gone through the same thing that we've gone to, and we have each other's back all the time. It just so happened I found these guys, and it's just like family again.
So the old breed, I'm a player and I still have to go out there and run around, but we are really dedicating ourselves to giving back.
And we all know as ruggers, a rugby team can offer that same cohesion. It can offer that network, that helping hand, just that phone call that might save someone's life.
And this game here is all about supporting each other, and that's what Old Breed's about, just supporting each other.
So whatever it is, if you can support your local veterans team, or the Old Breed as it is, Old Breed's growing, and you're going to see them in every tournament around. So for any veteran, just understand the team's welcome. It doesn't matter if you're in the Air Force, Coast Guard, Navy, won't vote against you for the Old Breed. I'll vote against you in the Armed Forces Championship, but once we're out, we're all on the same team. And in the big team thing, we're all on the same team. So.
Oh, wholesale changes made. Kickoff here for second half. It's 48-0. Unfortunate. Kara Shocker steps into touch after catching a kickoff, and Ashley Mefford gets a throw in inside Shark territory. Up high, Delgado with the take, Carl with the throw out. Tilton finds Kalista Moses. Moses trying to find her way through traffic. The hole's not there though. Drive forward. ball by the Valkyries. They made wholesale changes to their roster at halftime. Tilton now finds Moses, finds Gracer, finds Jenkins. Jenkins tackled into touch by Schroeder. Strong work by the Aggie on her Longhorn rival. Jenkins, such a speedster at University of Texas. Schroeder, star number 8 at Texas A&M. Delgado with the take. Tilton with the cleanup. She's got numbers outside if she uses them. Oh. Grasser went outside, but Alicia Fishwasher was a little too far ahead there and could not get the pass. Goes at a touch off a HARC hand. And it's a line out for the Valkyries now. Delgado with the hands out. Navarrette's pass bounces out to Moses. Moses, Tilton. Tilton's got Jenkins on the outside. Jenkins looking for a seam around the corner. Steps back inside. Oh, the inside out. She's tackled up. It's try time for Jenkins. She gets her hat trick. That makes it 53-0 in favor of the Valkyries. Right. Nostrosa is off the field, taking a break. Tilton steps into fly half and takes over the kicking duties in the second half. It's up. It's to the right. No conversion is the call. Valkyries ready for the restart. HARC slowly back to the line. They need to get their spirit back. Pratt's on the field now for Buckner. Rather, Pratt's on for Pepper. James with a deep kick. Fishwasher not under it. Casey Irwin, though, trying to come up with it. It bounces over to the HARC side. Pratt with the cleanup. Now out to Buckner. Buckner to Schockler. Bednarski. Schroeder tips it up, but Kate maintains control of it. Good presence of mind from Schroeder. HARC's having an attack on here. Nick James driving forward. Bednarski leaves it be behind her for Pepper. Pepper out, and a Valkyrie comes up with it. Shark ball now with Ashley Dixon, the carrier. James has Pratt with her for the pick and jam. Barbie Blair's down again. Excuse me, that's Schockler. Oh, Pepper with the drive. They can smell the try line, the Sharks can. It's in the water. Shin looking for it. She's right there on it. Blair finds Tasha Mitchell. Now the drive from James. James out to Ashley Dixon. Dixon tries to set it down, but it comes out of her hands, and it's picked up by a Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie's turn with the pick and drive. They keep jamming forward, this time with Bray. Tilton with the kick, putting it into touch, looking for it, finding it, getting it downfield, out of that territory from inside the Valkyrie 22. Pratt with the throw in. It's not straight. Hennep lets it go though. Sees no advantage gain. Then he gives the Valkyries the option. Valkyries take the scrum at 15. And up not liking what he sees as the scrum comes together. Talks to his front rows. Explains that he wants them squared up. Put in by Navarrete. Eight-man take. Kalista Moses stepping back inside. Oh, that power runner, she's got room to move. Steps to the outside. Nava stops her. Knock on by the Valkyries. The offload was there, but support was not ready for it. Navarrete, knowing that was hers to make the score try with. Blair's pass bobbles out, gets into Schroeder's hands. Schroeder driving forward. Blair getting her forwards in line. Now Schockler. Now Dixon. Dixon driving forward. Dixon so dangerous with the ball in hand. Now Schockler. Schockler with meters. Good stuff from Kara Schockler. Bednarski now finds Schroeder. Schroeder outside. Now Nava. Deli Nava driven into touch by Jenkins. Deli Nava trying to find that drive, that speed around the corner, but Jenkins won't have it. Fiji's with her. They drive her into touch for a Valkyries line out. Spoil ball, goes into touch. Off a HARC hand, back to the Valkyries. Clean ball out. Navarrete looks to throw out. Instead, she goes right up the middle of this line out and finds some meters. Now the pick and jam with Free. That's Wormer driving forward. Good drive by the Valkyries. Navarrete now wings it out to Tilton. Oh, Tilton bobbles it up, but he goes behind her. Tilton's looking for room to move. And she finds it. Oh, how she made meters out of that is magic. She's around Nava. Oh, her offload goes forward and into a hard hand. It's kicked downfield. It's still in play. Casey Reynolds crease out to Gracer. Gracer out to Fishwasher. Fishwasher just needs to hit the corner, but Nava coming across with the cover defense. And the ball goes to touch 5 meters away from the try line. Hey, quit trying to take out the pop-up, okay? What did it ever do to you? It's the last time you ever tell a man that. Barbara Blair with the put in. Slow ball. Shin trying to knock out. Oh! But that is. Oh, great stuff from the Valkyries as they just fall on the ball after the charge down. And that's Carl with try. Navarrete. Keen stuff from the scrum half. She adds a try to the total for the day. Making it 58-0 right now. Tilton trying to add the extras. That one's going to go wide to the right. $58-0 is the score in favor of the Valkyries. Valkyries brought their subs on, and that seems to have slowed them down. Unistrosa definitely was the magic there. But you need to make sure your combinations are correct and varied. And that's why Wheezy's brought in Tilton to this fly half position to make sure he has veritable fly halves and midfielders across the board. And as we've seen today, Carla Navarrete definitely been a bonus at 9 for the Valkyries. Kick deep. Goes to Casey Reynolds crease. Navarrete. Oh, it's a chip ahead. Beautiful vision. Patricia Stratton trying to pick up. She steps. She's around. She kicks. Laura Sousen now. Now it's Jenkins. Jenkins doesn't need help. She's got wheels for days. She gets in. Scores her 4th try today. But it's kind of bittersweet as Navarrete's down. Navarrete. Injury. She seems to be none the worse for wear. Off the toes of Reynolds crease. But Hennep says, no, that's knocked forward. Score showing 60-0 now. Dix trying to feed out to Blair. Blair picks up. Tilton. Hands in, though, by the Valkyries. Penalty for HARC here. Opportunity. Oh, Nick James driving ahead. Good stuff from the captain. Pick and jam. Tasha Mitchell. She's got to be near in goal now. Tasha Mitchell, such a success story. A year ago, she says she can't even play 20 minutes of a match. She's lost 145 pounds to get in match shape. She loves it now. She can play all 80 minutes. She's so happy. Talks about it all the time. It's great stuff for Mitchell, seeing her journey. Bednarski, Shin back inside. Finds a wall of Valkyries. Now Schockler. Oh, Schockler gets the ball taken forward by Moses. Moses. Oh, brilliant tackle by Stratton. Great stuff from the Sharks. Stratton so brave with the run down of Moses. Now Wormer, the captain. Big and jam by Wormer. Oh, she just runs Pratt over. Now Reynolds crease. Brought down by Buckner. Ashley Mefford comes in to scrum half duties. Bobble pass out to Moses. Moses kicks the touch. And it's not the kind of kick she wants. Coach Schmickey talking to her team. Asking them to settle down. It's hard to know. Schmickey's played with so many of the HARC girls when they were at Texas A&M. She coached them as well. So it's kind of hard to know who she's talking to there. Bobble ball. Navarrete controls it back. Tilton now. Fleischweiser. Fischweiser gets control of it. Tackled up. They maintain possession. Now Bray. Oh, we haven't seen any of the rumbling runs from Bray today. Tilton kicking downfield. Getting that Valkyries bounce. Stratton and Brock looking to kick ahead. Now Reynolds crease to Bray. Oh, here's Bray at her best. Out to Jenkins. Jenkins now finds a wing on the outside. That's Irwin. Bray again. Oh, there she goes. The mama giraffe running over the line. Says, great stuff by Bray. Now Greiser looking back to the inside to Jenkins. Jenkins back into Fischweiser. Fischweiser, oh, she steps around. Shin steps inside. Stratton. Counter ruck strong from HARC. But the Valkyries, oh no, they don't get the ball. Shark has possession now. Pulling down the ball's the call on the Valkyries. Nick James says, I'm going forward. Oh, Barbie Blair's right there. Couldn't get the ball. Picked up by Schockler. Numbers on the outside. The Hawks choose to use them. And now, Valkyries back with control. Jenkins. To Tilton. Tilton back into Jenkins. Jenkins knocks on. Put in HARC gets the take. Blair has it out. Bednarski, Schroeder, Shin, working that ball out to Stratton now. Stratton making a run for it. Drops it, picks back up. Good stuff from the fullback. Knocked on by Shin there, but Hinham doesn't see it. Now Blair out to James. James with the chip ahead. Oh, we've seen this from the captain before. She can be so dangerous. Irwin's got the pace though. Irwin tackle the touch. Overthrown. Schockler cleans up though. Strong counter ruck by the Valkyries, and Bray driving ahead now. James with a hard tackle. Now Bray again, driving on Mitchell. Knock on by the Valkyries. Oh, fuck. Bednarski leaves it behind her. Valkyrie's trying to clean up. And they have. Now Bray driving forward, getting meters. Driving forward, the Valkyries are now getting another meaningful possession. Going through the phases. Tilton. Moses tries to fend off Schroeder. Schroeder is dangerous. Oh, but Irwin's even more dangerous. She's tackled up, not held. She gets in goal, and it's try time. Casey Irwin. Irwin garners her hat trick of the day with a nice offload from Tilton, and she's got to run down the touchline. She's tackled up at one point, but not held. She pops back up into the try zone to dot it down, bring her team ahead to 65-0. No good on the conversion from Tilton. Nick James with the restart. Only got about 5-10 minutes left in this game. And it's into Bray's hands. Francine Bray gallops ahead, ducks her head down, makes it to midfield. Larsau with the trait. Now Medford over the midfield line. Tilton. Greiser carries some Sharks with her until they pick her up. That's Nick James. Now she's on the ground. Got to be released. And Laura Sal snapping through. Jada Smith now with the carry. Sal again. She's met by a wall of Sharks, but still manages to get a meter and is dinged for not releasing at the tackle. Throw in by Pratt. Frazier with the take. Blair out to Dixon. Dixon galloping forward, getting some meters. Buckner knocks it on. And Elizabeth Pratt is handled by Francine Bray. A little Pratt getting up a little woozy from that one. Reynolds Grease with the put in. Sal at the 8-man position. Out to Tilton on the weak side. Tilton out to Jenkins. Jenkins brought down. Sal there. Oh, Sal's met by stiff resistance. She gives to Moses. Moses stays on her feet. But Hennep says there's a knock on. It's going to be a scrum to the Sharks. More clean ball. Bednarski now. Out to Schroeder to Shin. Shin. Stratton. Stratton at an angle. Oh. Outside. Shin trying to clean up, but Tilton kicks ahead. Little footy from Tilton. Tilton going to put the exclamation mark on this game with a try. Tilton's kick is up. It's to the left. $76-0 is the score now. Mark Hugan having some fun with the fans, getting them to cheer on Donnie Hennup. It's down. James kicking that one down. Sal letting it go, touch and goal. Coming back to midfield. Valkyries with the put in. Now, Reynolds crease. Tilton kicks it to touch, and that should be it. And there you have it. Austin Valkyries are your 2017 D1 Women's Red River Rugby Conference champions, and D2 Women's as well. Great show of club by the Valkyries this weekend in Tulsa. This is Grant Cole with Gift Time Rugby Network on the Texas Rugby Union YouTube channel. Stay with us a little bit as we see the trophy presentation to the champions live on this channel.
(144 meters by 70 meters), 15 or 7 aside, run or kick forward, pass backwards, tackle low and proper. Rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. Men and women of all ages are picking up the ball. We're entering a new era of rugby. And Gift Time Rugby Network is here for you. We want to inform you. We want to entertain you. And we want to provide the best live coverage of rugby events that you can access. National, club, college, and under 19. Gift Time Rugby Network is here to translate rugby for you. Check us out online and don't forget to subscribe.
And if there's one thing that people would take away after watching this film, what would it be?
Truthfully, I think that we need to have, for veterans, we need to have more support. A lot of guys get out. They don't have the support they need to help them get through life. And a lot of guys commit suicide. A lot of guys just drink. It's a lot of problems we have as veterans, and I don't think people understand that. So I want people to understand what it means to have this brotherhood to bring them back. And have somewhere for them to go. So. So.
No, right now in the room, I have more old breed members than I have active duty. And when I say old breed, there's a group of ruggers that have come together that are playing for those who are no longer with us.
We have two initiatives that we started, and that is the Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Shea Scholarship Fund, which is a way that we can give back to those families, their service members, they go with sacrifice. And with that, we have the association with the TAPS program, which is Assistance for Veteran Suicide.
Well, I'm actually Chief External Relations Officer for Suicide Pre- and Postvention for a nonprofit called TAPS, which stands for Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. And it's an organization that does comprehensive peer-based support for all those who are kind of grieving a death in the military, and my specialty is suicide loss. We have about 7,000 suicide survivors now that have come to me for care, and out of that has come a real lot of information about why people die by suicide that we've been able to use for prevention purposes.
I've heard so many stories of rugby.
Yes, sir. All right. On behalf of the Texas Rugby Union and the Red River Rugby Conference, congratulations to the Red River Division I Women's Champions.
I wasn't going to break it.